Porky's 2, The Next Day, is the 1983 sequel to the previous year's teen sex comedy smash Porky's.
The film stars... I'm not doing this again. We got 3 of these goddamn movies. I'm going to have to say these names 3 goddamn times. No. Here. Just dump what I said in the first one of the people that are in this. And then put whatever. And then just add the people that are in this. You know. This fucking sequel's not worth it, man.
Joseph Running Fox. Eric Christmas. Bill Wiley. Edward Winter. Not Edgar Winter. Edward Winter. And Sissy Cameron.
The film starts the next day, after that long night of driving Porky down.
They look well rested for being up all night, but some toll must have been taken because they all look like they're 29 now.
The opening moments are so similar to the first film, I thought I'd put that one in by mistake.
Wiley now thinks he's a big man on campus after getting laid, and starts bragging about sowing a seed all across Central Florida. This winds up getting him suckered into having to find easy ladies for the rest of the fellas.
But first, I want to show you an example of, I guess, is Porky's continuity.
When?
How about lunchtime?
Okay.
Please no. She is going to meet Pee-wee after lunch. Now we will go to the next scene that Wendy is in.
You're right, 5'10" on the nose.
I told you she goes to the bathroom 5'10" every day.
So according to the film, it is now 5:10. Now the next scene Wendy is in?
She meets him after lunch.
So what exactly is the time that these kids get to school? Like 4:30 in the morning? Jesus Christ, we were tougher back in the 50s.
After being told continuously that Wendy is the easiest girl in school, there's a tender moment where she admits that's all bullshit.
Pee-wee wants revenge for the entire Cherry Forever fiasco from the first film and comes up with Graveyard Gloria, a gal that is horny for cemeteries.
But his pals have circumvented his plan, and Gloria is now a double agent, participating in a prank on Pee-wee. Hey, if the state fair started getting exotic dancers, it may help their attendance. Pee-wee winds up practicing public nudity again, just like the first movie.
After all this fun is over, we get to the real plot of the film, which involves the Shakespeare Festival that the kids are putting on at school.
Reverend Bubba Flavel.
Bubble flavor?
Bubba Flavel.
And his righteous flock want the festival shut down, leading to a showdown between Mr. Carter and the religious right and scumbag politicians.
And, what says you, Mr. Carter? Get the fuck out of here!
It's not just the religious right that has a problem with the Shakespeare Festival. The KKK gets on board due to the fact that John Henry is playing Romeo and is going to be kissing Wendy's Juliet. You know, it looks like John Henry is the only minority at Angel Beach High School, so I guess this is all the Klan has to do. Ms. Ballbricker, who seems to enjoy singing while dropping a deuce, all the while wearing Andre the Giant's sweatshirt, is about to get hers. How do they know which stall she'd go in? And that's not how plumbing works. Oh shit. They got blueprints. Okay, solves everything. Bob Clark only directed the sequel so he could do a movie that he really wanted to do. You know what it is? Here's a hint. It's a major award! It's gonna look great right in our front room window! The festival gets shut down and the gang plots revenge. Hopefully, they're not going to almost kill anyone this time. The Klan gets their head shaved and deposited at Flavel's Celebration Revival. This has led me to wonder if Reverend Bubba Flavel also happens to be Steve Bannon's dad. We also get Full Frontal Klansman, which is something I never really wanted to see. Meanwhile, Wendy is ruining the career of one of the councilmen that kind of screwed the gang over by playing a 17-year-old Lolita.
Bobby! Bobby! Bobby, I lost my cherry. Bobby, if you get my cherry again, you saucy little devil, you can't get a girl's cherry twice, you sly goose.
Sorry, Colonel Trask. Ugh, boob vomit. Flavel and the remaining councilmen get exposed as perverts after audio of them watching a stag film in a basement is played for all the world to hear.
Verily I say this to thee.
Holy shit! Look at the dick on that son of a bitch!
At least this time they'll get to bed early and have a good night's sleep. And that's it. The first half is pretty much a remake, and the second half is a mess. The film was released 15 months after the first one, so I guess you can say this is what we call a rush job. But I get it. The fire was hot. Sequel was going to do great. You can almost see how they put the film together by just cutting up the first one and coming up with new transitions to try to make it all work. It's not great, but it's tolerable. More tolerable than the third movie. And we did get a Christmas story out of it. Because could you imagine if TNT would run 24 hours of Porky's 2 the next day?
Look at the size of that smash!
Oh, mother.